Well, wage growth still sluggish, just up 0.5% this quarter, in line with estimates, but down on last quarter. Year on year, that means we bumble along at 2.2%, also lower for the quarter. The Reserve Bank foreshadowed the lacklustre result in last week's Statement of Monetary Policy, of course, with the bank forecasting flat growth out until late 2021. It said sluggish wages growth would likely keep inflation below target and would support the case for a possible further interest rate cut. For more, I'm joined by Callow, Senior Currency Strategist at Westpac. Sean, look, wages growth, this is a familiar tale, isn't it? Slightly lower over the third quarter. What do you think is actually squeezing the growth, though?
Yeah, look, it's more of the same, really. We thought we had a bit of a recovery in the wages growth as the unemployment rate started to probe below 5%, but it's obviously since reversed, so a little bit of renewed weakness in the job market seems to have hurt. We were a bit more hopeful at Westpac. We were thinking that it might be a mild upside surprise, particularly given that we were hoping that the tightness in Victoria, which is outpacing wages growth, leading the way that where wages are more like 2.8% growth, that might start to spill over to New South Wales, where the job market is almost as tight. But that didn't turn out to be the case. And when we look at the industry breakdown as well, you've got very flat public sector wages, and we have strength in health, which makes sense as far as demand for aged care, etc. But weakness in construction, retail and manufacturing. So still just not enough pressure in the labour market to get things going. And you can't help thinking too that low inflation may actually be dampening wages claims themselves. So a bit of a chicken and egg problem.
Getting circular. Moving overseas, overnight we have the Fed Chair Jerome Powell testifying in Washington. What are we expecting there?
Look, his favourite phrase at the moment is that the US economy is in a good place. So we would expect more along there. It won't be quite as optimistic, great declarations of greatest economy ever, etc., that we heard last night from President Trump, but positive definitely. So unemployment rate below 4%. And growth around about 2%, which given how tight the labour market there is, about all the US economy can manage at this point. So he's talking it up. He will note the international risks remain and be watching trade talks very closely, but I would expect him overall to be quite positive on the US outlook.
Callow, thank you.
You're welcome.